Hey everyone, this is Xeno Plays here. We are back with an unboxing and review for the Neca Alien Romulus Ultimate Xenomorph XX121 figure. As a longtime Alien fan and collector of Neca figures, I can't lie, I was a bit reserved about this particular model, but I'm happy to report that the XX121 genuinely surprised me. This figure was graciously provided to us by our new affiliate, Big Bad Toy Store, which I'll be talking about later in the video. But for now, enjoy. So hats off to Big Bad Toy Store with nice presentation and a very well protected box. No noticeable dents or holes. We have our Romulus Xenomorph secured, and we even got a Big Bad Toy Store sticker. Can't complain there. The window box packaging is collector friendly and the figure arrives well protected. The design in particular really showcases the theatrical poster of Alien Romulus. It's dark, organic, and slightly industrial. The box itself is really reminiscent of Alien Romulus's Scorched Xeno, with black and red undertones and green frame lines. If you would like to read the description on the box, please pause the video. So let's take a look at the window box and get a preview of our figure. Alright, let's unhatch this Xeno and see what we're working with. So it's a little hard to see here, but if you look closely inside the box, you'll notice black and red splotches, which give a nice touch and are reminiscent of the exterior of the box. So similar to other Ultimate figures, we have the main figure on top and the accessories below. So first impressions here, he has a more slim form factor, which I thought would be one of my biggest reservations, but it actually suits him nicely. The paint application shows nice texture, dark blacks, glossy highlights, and those black and green tones that give it a more visual depth. After taking the Xeno out of the box, I really wanted to test the 20 plus points of articulation, which gives you flexibility and dynamic posing. There are places where the plastic is faintly translucent, aka the arms, fingers, and legs, under bright light. It's not necessarily bad. In fact, I like it and I think it's a nice touch, but it is more noticeable in certain lighting and angles. One of my favorite things about XX121 is the smokestacks. They are sturdy, proportional, and have nice detailed symmetry. Okay, so I think it's time we dig into one of the most debatable aspects about this figure, the head. For starters, sometimes the retractable mouth gets stuck, but with a pair of tweezers, this can be easily fixed. It's no secret that some collectors have voiced that the head space, especially the dome size or the curvature, is thinner and the mouth and the inner jaw is slightly smaller than the earlier Big Chap Ultimate Neca figure. I think Neca did a great job here, but in terms of accuracy, it might not be your cup of tea. So transitioning to the wire tail, sometimes these appendages can be difficult to pose, or they might break off easily. But this one feels extremely maneuverable and flexible, holding its position anywhere you place it. And on top of that, I actually dig the length of the tail. It's not too long, not too short, and the details in the tail are pretty sharp and precise, which is something you don't always get with every Neca Xenomorph. So moving on to the accessories. In the package, you'll get 6 adjustable hands, 2 chest bursters, and a facehugger. I will say I'm a big fan of the paint job on these facehuggers. The brown, yellow, and pink paint job really distinguish the identity of these facehuggers from other iterations. The tail is also adjustable, but has a hard time bending past 90 degrees about 3/4 of the way down. I found that trying to interchange the hands with the Xenomorph was a bit tough at first. I found that the ball joints in the hands were really stiff to pull out of this guy. So for anybody picking up this figure, I recommend using a hairdryer just in case. So we've compared XX121 to the Ultimate 40th Anniversary Big Chap a lot here. So it's only fair that we actually show you a physical comparison between the two figures. And to be quite honest, I look at XX121 as a completely different Xenomorph. But the main element here is the ferocity and imposing nature of the original Big Chap. He stands 2 inches taller, totaling 9 inches, and looking at his head, you can see there's some more finer details in the translucent skull. You'll notice that XX121 has more indented structures on the skull, whereas Big Chap has more of a sleek and less rigid skull. When it comes to the head, it's ultimately your personal preference. Because of its size and design of the feet and legs, balancing some poses, especially the more aggressive wide stance ones, can be tricky, The stand helps, but you'll want to be careful with certain dynamic positions if the surface, or in my case, rotating tray, is slippery or uneven. And speaking of stances, it wouldn't be a toy review if we didn't try out some poses and take some photos. If you're looking to pick up this figure, or any other collectibles for that matter, check out our partners over at Big Bad Toy Store. Using our affiliate link in the description really helps support ADV Galaxy at no extra cost to you, and it's a great way to keep these reviews coming. Big Bad Toy Store has a massive selection, fast shipping, and is one of the most reliable places to get your figures. Big Bad Toy Store has always been one of my go-to retailers for collectibles, so getting to collaborate with them on this review was a real treat. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you picked up one of these figures, what do you think? Tell us in the comments. This is the Xeno Plays, signing off.